You are now tuned in to Unscripted Podcast.
Crank it up.
It's time to listen to Unscripted. It's time to listen to Unscripted with the baddest bitches in the world. Lindsay, aka Insatiable Lunchbox, and Lish, aka Thickalicious Lish. She didn't get to fuck Big Crick. Hey y'all. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Unscripted again. This is Lindsay and
No, what did you repeat that name so that it can sink in?
Okay, you guys, you know how I called my girl Mildred? Well, now she is known as Insatiable Lunchbox. So let me know what y'all think about that. If you prefer Mildred or Insatiable Lunchbox, I may do a poll on Twitter, and you guys let me know which one you guys like best, or you can comment. And also Liz, she may be thinking of a new one as well. She usually goes by Thickalicious, but we'll see what she'll go by.
Don't put me in your mess. No. I am not in this.
Yeah, she is. She was like, I just need a new name, girl. Like, she ain't acting right. I don't know what to call her.
You know, one thing I like about our shows is that they age well. You know, I very seldomly go back and listen to our old shows and think, why in the fuck did I say that? And there's a couple of reasons for that. I think the first reason is that we don't really give a fuck. And then the second reason for that is because the shit that we say is classic and hot fire.
It is. It really is. And I don't understand why you guys don't comment enough on that.
Why people aren't.
Like, we do get some.
Yeah, I mean, nobody is sharing.
Shout out to Brittany.
Shout out to Brittany, because she does give us plenty of feedback. Shout out Britt. Shout out to Baylor the Great. Shout out to Mama G. Shout out to Teddy, because he'll call, but he won't put shit on social media. But whatever. The shade. But whatever.
Because he's got a family and a job
he has
to
a air quote job and air quote responsibilities. But whatever. But
and
anyway,
shout out to Simon. He comments too.
Yes, he does. And shout out to Potluck, because they always show us love. So I mean, pretty much our whole village shows us love. We just feel like being shady right now. But this is the week of March the 21st. Today is actually March the 21st, 2018. We've been doing this podcast shit now for what, like 3 years? 3 years?
Yes.
We've been doing this shit for like 3 years. We're coming up on our third year. Actually, will be coming up in May. So that'll be coming up pretty soon. We are veterans to this shit. But the more things change, the more things stay the same. And the reason why I say that is because this week alone, we have already had another school shooting. And we have a new bomber in the United States of America.
Oh, God.
I know. And we haven't really talked about news, serious stuff in a while. But I just wanted to open with those two things so we can get them out of the way. Because I do well, there's another thing too, and that's even worse, and it just makes my heart hurt, and it makes me very, very, this makes me the most angry out of all the stories. But a young man was recently just shot and killed by the police in his own backyard.
20 times. Shot 20 times.
In his own backyard. He does not have a life. He's dead. Shot and killed in his own backyard. Like, y'all, let that sink in. They are still out here just killing us.
Sad.
And this happened in Sacramento. The young man's name, his name was Stephon Clark. 20 shots, 22 years old. And they thought that his cell phone was a gun because every black person has a cell phone. Because every black man is carrying a gun. He can't have a cell phone. Like, literally, cell phones are more common than guns in hand.
You cannot have cell phones. You cannot have hoodies. You can't be black, basically.
You just cannot be black. His family just lost their child.
It's sad. It really is.
And it's not, had the tables been turned and the cops been shot and killed, or just shot and like nicked and got a Band-Aid, the story it would have a different tone to it.
Even with the bombings.
Oh, girl, the bombing.
The bombings is very quiet.
Oh, it's quiet and it's way too
media.
respectful. It's way too respectful for my taste.
They're already saying he was a good Christian boy. He came from a good family. He was quiet. I don't know what happened. You know what the hell happened. Lord. They really quiet on this. I'm not shocked, but I'm kind of like, for real, really? We doing this? I mean, it's crazy. So the suspected bomber of all of the bombs that were happening in Austin, Texas, starting the week of South by Southwest, I do believe, or it might have started the week before South by Southwest. They apparently caught the person who did it, but they don't even know if he was doing this by himself. Yeah. They gave everything a good resume. He was a computer technician.
Oh, they keep giving him all of this, girl. They keep giving him all of this. Neighbors say that he was quiet and he was friendly and he was this and that. I don't give a fuck what he was, honestly, because when y'all out here killing our black kids in the street, y'all not even giving them any type of, like, basically you're just saying little boy or whoever was shot by the police. Nobody is saying, like, you know how they started calling Trump out and saying he was lying? You know how how all of the newspaper, like the blogs and all the magazines and the actual newspapers and all the journalists actually started saying after, about a year passed that Trump was lying. Like, they actually started calling him a liar instead of just making it seem like his story may or may not be true. They don't even give our kids that in saying that they were murdered by the police. They basically just say they were shot by the police and then just leave it alone. But then when you have these quote unquote lone wolves and these white kids who go and shoot up schools, they break down every single problem that they had. They were depressed. They were this and that and the other. Neighbors say that they were good people. But when it's our kids who are actually being murdered by the police, murdered by the government, they get blurbs and then they don't get justice. Like, the media really picks and chooses how angry, or not angry, they pick and choose what stories so that people can, like, what stories people can get behind, because they know that a lot of people are not going to go out and look for the information on their own. So they know that if they don't talk about it a lot, if they don't keep showing it to you, then you're not going to know that it happened, pretty much, because most people are ignorant to what's going on if it's not right in their face. And that's how they always control the narrative. We're not, and it just pisses me off. It really pisses me off. And people say, oh, well, where was Black Lives Matter when all of these kids were out here shooting each other, all of these black people in gangs and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nigga, they were the same place that these white kids that y'all praising in Parkland, Florida, they were doing the same things that they were doing. They were out here marching saying they want to live too. Take these guns out of our neighborhood. But then the same.
But y'all didn't want to.
No, they didn't want to hear that, Lindsay. They didn't want to hear that. They didn't want to hear how the kids who were in the gangs were suffering from fucking PTSD. They didn't want to hear about how kids who are out here in gangs and living the street life are suffering from mental illnesses. And the reason why they're selling drugs is because they're living in poverty. They don't want to hear that shit. That's not the story they're going to tell. They don't give a fuck about us. And it's not, and the fucked up part is they have people believing that they just don't give a fuck about black and brown people. But what people need to start realizing is they don't give a fuck about people unless you have money. So if you can't move the needle, if you can't make it rain, if you don't have lobby money, if the people that you are putting your support behind don't have lobby money, if the issues that are important to you aren't getting money into the hands of senators and congressmen, chances are those issues are going to be ignored. So the same boat that black and brown people are in today, you best believe that your people, if you really think that we're not in the same boat, I give you 5 to 10 years and see how that shit starts to change. You don't believe me? Look at meth. Look at the opioid crisis. Look at the heroin crisis.
They already making changes on this. Like,
and it's not going to change. It's too late.
I'm like,
it's too. You can't change that. You can't change. They can't change what's happening with what's going on with the heroin and opioid crisis for the simple fact that they are not going to change the issues that caused it. Getting somebody rehab is not getting them a job. Getting somebody rehab is not taking care of like you put them in rehab and give them another drug to depend on. You're not trying to solve the social issues that created the problem. That's what it is.
You're not looking at the big pharma. You're not looking at these insurance companies. You're not looking at these doctors. You're not looking at these drug manufacturers, like Eli Lilly and whatnot. Even though there's evidence, there's supportive evidence that shows that they are told to keep upping up these medications to these patients.
Speak that shit.
They don't. There's evidence there, but these lobbyists, I don't care. But these politicians, no matter which side you're on, if you're going to call out the GOP for NRA, then you need to call out these Democrats for these big pharma shit. Man, yes, you do.
And corporate America, period. It's all about that. It's not, and we spend so much time fighting each other and killing each other that nobody's cause is really getting any type of advancement. You know what I'm saying? None of us are really getting any further ahead because for every inch that we take forward, there's 10 steps back.
Yeah, they're getting mad at these so-called immigrants that's stealing our jobs, but you're not looking at these corporations that are sending our jobs or whoever's jobs to other parts of the world.
Man.
Who's saying, we're going to shut this down. We're going to shut this part of this department down, and then we're going to sell it off to some other place in the world. Like, come the fuck on. But y'all mad at somebody coming over here.
But you mad for a country that is made of immigrants, like the fucking forefathers that made the piece of fucking paper called the law, called the Constitution, the law of the fucking land were immigrants. The fuck you mean?
Girl.
Like, I don't even understand people these days. And I don't want to be.
You want to, all men are created equal. Really? Really? When we trying to prove that to you, then no, we're not. But you get mad when we say, "Hey, we want to change some of these gun laws. These are ridiculous." No,
and then people talking about gun control isn't the problem. What?
It's these video games.
No, they're talking about the problem is that kids are mean to each other. I'm like, let me tell you something. You talking about apples and fucking oranges. Like, yeah, kids are fucking assholes. Kids have always been assholes. People can be assholes. Like, let's just get that. And have we already had this conversation? Like, I think we've already talked about this. I want to say that we've already covered the fact that America has a history of violence. America, when it was started, had, like, it was a violent thing. It was a hostile fucking takeover. This is the country.
I'm sorry. Did you see a video of it was a meeting with the town hall meeting with the politicians. I forgot which state it was. And an older gentleman came up on stage and he was like, it's terrible what's going on in these schools, but can we address like how to do these conflict resolution or how not to, can we, find a way to keep these kids from being bullied or get on the bullies? Because he told his story. He said, when I was in 8th grade or 9th grade, I was bullied every day because my last name is Gay. He said, I was in the bathroom or something. He said, somebody smashed my head on the urinal and kicked me down. And then he said, he turned around. He said, it was you that did it. It was a politician.
Yeah. Yeah.
His bully turned out to be a politician.
It was you,
and
sir.
y'all think bullies don't amount to anything? Look at the bullies we have now.
Yes.
We got a president that's a fucking bully.
Yes.
They're not gonna end up being like nothing against fry cooks, but y'all think they're gonna be fry cooks or amount to nothing? Look who we have running this country. That's scary. And he was like, I didn't do that. I don't know you. And he was like, and other people are like, yeah, dude, that was you. You did torment this guy. He said, I mean, I'm over it. He said, but I just want to let you know that stuff hurts. It hurt me. He said, I was almost wanting to kill myself. He said, I was hurt. That shit hurts. But he did not want to take responsibility for that or anything. He was like, oh, just get him off stage. Bye. Like, where does that get us? I know I'm rambling, but oof. I guess they pick and choose what they want to fix.
Yeah.
They really do. They seriously do. And it's sad. It really is.
Yeah. It really is sad. And it's, it's just going to continue that way as long as we remain divided, everyone who has the same interest pretty much, or that says that they have the same interest. Like, if you really believe Black Lives Matter, then we got to do something, because again, we've talked about this when it comes to like the abused and the abusers. It's not the abused job to fix what they didn't create. Like, we can't fix a broken system. We didn't create the broken system. The broken system was made to keep us underfoot. It was made to oppress us. We can't fix that oppression machine. That has to be something that the people who benefited directly from the oppression, like y'all benefited from that shit, y'all have to fix it. Y'all have to be the ones to break that shit, turn it around and say no more. We've been screaming no more. No mas, no mas. But nobody's listening. And the more the loud, it doesn't matter to me, or it doesn't, not to me, but it just seems like it doesn't matter how loud we get as the oppressed people. We're not going to be the ones to change their minds.
They want to see us fighting so they can get away with fuck shit.
Yeah. But they want their cousins and their sisters and their dads and their brothers and their wives to just be quiet while they do their shit. As long as people remain complicit, or they just remain quiet and silent and just sit off to the side and let shit continue to go the way that it goes, as long as all the Ivanka Trumps in the world and
Jesus.
Right. But what I'm saying? Like, you say that you're a feminist, but come on, sis. Come on. Like, as long as people like that continue to support that type of shit, like, as long as other women continue to support R. Kelly, and as long as other men can, it's just, and I know that Donald Trump and R. Kelly are two different kinds of people, but I always use them as bad as like bad case scenarios, because to me they're just like horrible people. So until the people who support them stop supporting them, then it's going to continue to be that way, you know. And it's the people who support them who claim that they aren't bad people. That's what I don't understand.
Just give him a chance. Like, let him talk. Like, you snowflakes don't listen.
I just, and you know, but what happens is when Trump wins and when other politicians win, black people start blaming each other. If y'all would have went and voted the way you did for Black Panther. I'm like,
oh my God.
And if y'all wasn't out here spending all your money on Jordans, what? Then what? What? They wouldn't kill us because we spent our money? Like,
asked one of them that one of the actors of Black. I was about to say Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Of Black Panther. That question: do you think we can have our own Wakanda if we stop spending our money on Jordans? And he was like, "What does that have to do with anything? People spending money on what the fuck they want to spend their money on, like." What? if we could do this, then oh God.
Okay, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
We got that out the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got that out the way. Cardi B. This is something we didn't put in the sheet, but I did just remember this. Cardi B says that video vixens are absent from the Me Too movement. Have you read that or heard about it?
No, but I'm not surprised. I believe it looked girl.
She's basically saying that in a summary, she was in Cosmo. She was on the cover of Cosmopolitan. And in the interview, she basically says that, you know how we talk about intersectionality and how black women are left out of feminism, like white women's feminism. And it's basically what she's saying. She didn't just come out and say mainstream feminism leaves out, you know, strippers and sex workers and other black women and video vixens. She didn't say that in those words, but that's basically what it alludes to. She talks about how, you know, she's been out here and she's been very vocal about being an ex-stripper or being a stripper in the past. And she said the reason why is because, you know, y'all shit on strippers for the most part. Y'all talk down, look down to strippers. So you just a stripper, but you gonna respect us now because of who I am. Like, basically, I'm their voice is what she's saying. She says here, people, why do you always got to say you used to be a stripper? We get it. Cardi B told the magazine, because y'all don't respect me because of it, and y'all going to respect these strippers from now on. And this is from The Root that I'm reading this from, by the way. It also says here, she also revealed how stripping helped her to get out of a relationship she didn't want to be in because she was able to make the money to leave. Cardi also addressed how video vixens have been left out of the Me Too conversation despite being vocal about the harassment and abuse they encountered on set. So a lot of video vixens have spoken out about this and nobody gives a fuck. And then the last line she says here is, I bet if one of these women stands up and talks about it, people are going to say, so what, you're a hoe, it don't matter. These producers and directors, Cardi said, they're not woke, they're scared. So she was talking in response to these men coming out who are saying, you know, that they stand behind the Me Too movement, blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of phone calls made, a lot of NDAs.
You see that Dame Dash hurried up? I was like, ooh, shit, when it was like the whole Harvey Weinstein thing happened.
No, what did he hurry up and do?
He was, all of a sudden, it was like it was in some tweet or interview or something. He was like, I just want to say, you know, me having daughters, of course he used that whole thing. Me having daughters is like, you know, it gives me, you have to respect women. I know me and some of my friends back in the day, we wonder who, did some things, and, you know, I just feel terrible, but I respect women now. I'm like, what the fuck did y'all do? I said, oh shit, y'all must be y'all have to be still paying off these women. Or sending threats. I bet it's threats. Ooh, could you imagine if Video Vixen was out right now with social media? Oh my God. Was it Confessions of a Video Vixen?
Girl. Yep.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
And imagine that shit if it was out right now.
Corinne Steffens tried to tell y'all and y'all didn't listen.
Y'all just called her a hoe.
A hoe. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, if she's choosing to do that, then that's her business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and like,
but she's... Go on, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, if she's choosing to do that, that's her business. But they don't say the same shit to niggas who do the same exact thing. Like, they just out here fucking everybody. Everybody.
Like, girl, they discussing. These industry men are hoes. But they put it on her or any other video vixen, Buffy the Body, or the ones that were popular back, early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, because that's when it really blew up. Like those magazines, big booty magazines and stuff.
They had the eye candy of the week.
But, woo-wee. I'm like, I hope some of them do speak up.
Girl.
If they want to, when they're ready. And she, could you imagine? I guess plus you have to be, according to some of these feminists still, you have to be a certain type of woman.
Girl.
You can't be a stripper. You can't be a video vic. Can't be a porn star.
Girl.
They pick and choose. Even within the feminist community, they pick and choose. We can't have no porn star or stripper representing us.
Right.
But
that is, or they just
have to read into that article.
Or they, so this is what I saw when Cardi B came out. I saw a lot of women, black and white, who talked about, or not necessarily black, but like non-women of color and white women, who, when Cardi B came out, they were quick to embrace her and call her a carefree black girl, and, oh, she's so great, she says what she wants, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, there have been black women in the industry like that forever. I mean, we could name a bunch of them. Like, there's been Trina, there's been Little Kim, there's been fucking Gangsta Boo, there's been the Brat, there's been Missy Elliott, there's been Keisha Cole, Maya, like, just to name a few. There are so many outspoken. Eve, there's been so many outspoken, down to earth, say what the fuck they want to say, carefree black women who might be slightly problematic because ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? But there's been plenty of women in the industry making music for a long time. Mary J. Blige wrote the model. Like, she is the mold for that. Before her, it was like Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan, them. So, like, that type of woman has always, that type of black woman and woman of color has always been there. But when Cardi came out, for whatever reason, everybody jumped on board. And the same bougie ass bitches that I saw who used to talk about strippers, who used to talk about, Keisha Cole selling fish plates, or, oh, she's wearing this and that's all she know how to do. She ain't got no talent. All she does is shake her ass. Okay, like, they say different things, like Amber Rose, with the whole slut shaming thing that she had. And I've never been like the biggest Amber Rose fan, but I let her live. Like, I don't hate watch anything that she does. If Amber Rose says something, I'm not running to my Facebook page to be like, oh, all these women, all they gotta do is get naked. They ain't got no talent, blah, 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 blah. But as soon as somebody like Cardi B comes out, now all of a sudden you in your bedroom going, doing stripper pole dances and going to pole classes and all of that.
Ain't that weird?
Yes. It's really weird to me. Now you and your friends want to go to stripper pole classes, and now you want to dance for your man, and now you want to you wear bloody shoes and make money moves and all of that stuff. And I'm like, Cardi's in the gang, right? But okay. Which, I ain't got nothing against that, but it's just funny to me how these same bougie ass bitches
shmoney.
I'm like, okay.
Whew.
But y'all ain't gonna let little SZA live because of her little song. Okay.
Even though it's just a song.
But but that's how, I mean, I know they kind of got off topic a little bit, but it's how other women perceive other women when it comes to feminism and being quote unquote feminist. It's like, we got to quit that shit. Just let her. And that's not saying that I'm not guilty of talking about people before, like, oh, what she got on? Why she out? You know, I have done that when I was a child. You know, I expect the younger generations to do that because it's part of learning and part of growth. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like everybody has to go through something and then end up enlightened. Like, you don't necessarily have to go through trauma, you don't necessarily have to go through drama, but I feel like as part of your evolution, as far as the way that you think and everything, there's going to be an enlightenment somewhere, hopefully along the line, where you used to think this was this and now you know that it's really this, you know. So I expect that. But it's when I see grown people of age who should know better that are still out here doing that, and I'm like, you ain't helping the movement at all. You still out here acting like that. Talking about the video vixens, but you supposed to be a feminist. You know what I'm saying? That's just what gets me. Well, she should have thought about that for she had all them kids. What type of woman gonna lay up and let some man do all that to her and have all them kids? I'm like, this. What type of man? Like, can we just agree that irresponsible people, regardless of their men or women, exist and they shouldn't do the fuck shit that they do? But are we really just going to throw that on women? Like, when I hear other women say that, it's just like, what?
So we got this fake feminist out the way. What about these hoteps? In a certain hotel. I'm so glad you brought this to my attention.
You go ahead and kick the story off. It ain't even a story to kick off, but you go ahead and do it.
One of Alicia's faves, Tariq Nasheed. Hold on, let me get my hotep fingers together. You know,
please do.
So our brother Tariq Nasheed has a new music video. Yes, that Tariq Nasheed, Mr. Cocoa Butter Queen Helene himself, arch rival nemesis of Dr. Umar Jackson. We'll get to him in a second.
Bitch Johnson.
Shouty Thickums. Yes, Tariq Nasheed has a music video. His song, like, what do you call it? His alter ego is called King Flex. Oh, I'm so sick of these fucking
What
names.
is his alter ego called?
I think it says King Flex.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Yeah, King Flex. Yeah.
So he has a new song called "It's Time," and this is not a joke. This is real. And I'm gonna tell you, it sounds like something from the late 70s, early 80s, something that would be on Video Soul. Like, you hear your aunties. And go on and sing it, Lish.
I don't even, you know it better than I do.
You the one brought it to my attention. Okay, let me read you some of the lyrics. I see your legs. I see your hot body. I want you to know I came here to party. There's only one who captured my eyes. It's you. So what we gonna do? And here's another part. I want to get you on the floor and grind. I want to feel your body next to mine. I want to introduce myself to you because you feel me on the low. And I gotta let you know. And then it breaks into the chorus. Come on, Lish. Ready?
Nope.
Let's go.
Nope.
It's time for you to take my hand. It's time for you and I to dance. It's time to get you on the floor. It's time to get you out the door, bitch. He don't say bitch, but he might as well. So the video, Lish, explain the video. It's beautiful. It's
the
like
video is
Cisco,
horrible. It looks like something from Miami Vice. Maybe from like the 80s, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like a 90s bad R&B video, and then there's like all of these, they look like possibly a lot of mixed race black women in the video, lots of light skins in the video, which is fine. Then he has like a white guitarist in the video, and then he's up on stage like with a Prince Akeem, what is that, velvet looking trench coat on, and it
has like fur around the collar.
Yeah, like that's
like squirrel
beautiful
fur.
What is it, velvet? Like he has that on. He has sunglasses on throughout the video. And it just reminds you, like Lindsay said, of something the Whispers would have sung back in the 90s. And what's the most crazy is the juxtaposition between King Flex and Tariq Nasheed. Like, how can you have this man in this bad, whack 90s, terrible 90s R&B song and video, and then you have the same man on Twitter calling black women who date white men or non-black men Negro bed wenches, sir? But you just said, now read the first stanza in that poem for me.
Hold on.
Okay.
I see your legs, I see your hot body. I want you to know I came here to party.
Like they look like
NVIP,
they did cocaine on the
I
set.
get my bottle service. Come on over, baby. Don't be nervous.
Don't they look like they did cocaine on the set?
Girl, you know they did cocaine. They didn't even pop mollies. He really looks like he's on cocaine. You know, somebody in the comments on this article said it looks like they were styled by Forever 21.
Oh, damn. The girls do look like they were styled. They look like they were styled by like the Target Massimo section. Not even like the visiting designers that they be having at Target, like up and away and all of that. No, straight up Massimo. Straight up. And ain't nothing wrong with Massimo, but you not gonna catch me in Massimo in a music video. But I'm gonna stunt.
You gonna wear your cat suit?
Yes. Speaking of cat suit and hoteps, Dr. Umar Johnson made a 3-hour
Shouty thickums.
Nigga. Why this nigga made a 3-hour YouTube video talking about Black Panther and hidden figures. I mean hidden hidden colors.
What did you
I say hidden figures.
I hate you. I was about to say, I'm like, what?
He was talking about Taraji, hidden colors. And this one dude said on Twitter, because I'm not going to watch it. I'm not even going to press play. I just saw it come up on the YouTube. You know how it tells you what's going on. Why Umar popped up, I couldn't tell you why, but I saw that it was a 3-hour video and I thought to myself, why? This dude says in a tweet, his name is @BMW the DJ. Bruh, Dr. Umar Johnson said Killmonger was based on him. Laughing my ass off. Y'all have to watch the video to get more context. He said it around the 10-minute mark. No, I'm not watching it, but the fact that he thinks that he's Killmonger is fucking hilarious.
It would be funny if Brian Coogler did, like, after all, you know how they do, like, the director's cut. It'd be funny if Brian Coogler, well, actually, I was up one night drinking and I was watching a Dr. Umar video. Oh my God. Oh, there's a WordPress page, a hotel WordPress page. Oh my God, I wish you could see the background. It has like Shaka Zulu in the background. Black liberation, love of in unity. And they speak on this. I can't stand you hotel niggas. He said Killmonger was based off his ass.
Bitch, he said Killmonger was based off of him. And for all of those who are interested, he is going on a speaking tour. He's doing a Chitlin circuit of a speaking tour around the country.
You going?
No.
If you was Dr. Umar Johnson, where would you have your speaking engagements at?
Probably at a strip club. Didn't he go to a strip club when he was here? I know he had a wave cap on when he went to a radio station to talk here. I remember that part.
You said strip club? Like Deja Vu?
Yeah, probably.
So he gonna be around 7th Street?
Probably.
He ain't even gonna book a library? So, do you think Umar would talk about Tariq Nasheed's video? Do you think he's going to bring that to a...
Well, he did talk about Hidden Colors in also in Black Panther. Wasn't that Tariq Nasheed? Oh, you mean his music video?
Yeah.
He'll probably do a 4-hour breakdown of it.
See, as you can see, oh God, a 3-hour review on Black Panther, and they was like, the movie's not even that long, nigga. Damn.
Like, it's crazy that somebody here actually watched a 3-hour Umar Johnson.
Would you two take my hand? It's a catchy song.
It is.
Like, it's stuck in my head, and I hate you for that. He's saying that, like, he's retweeting people saying, I don't know why people are coming for you. Why is he I can't stand this nigga. I'm on his Twitter page, Dr. Umar's.
And he also said that Black Panther was a CIA operation. Wait, what?
What? Why does he look like he got the sugars?
I'm no homophobic or against women empowerment, but when Dr. Umar Johnson said that the LGBT and feminist community is aligned with the white supremacy and efforts to hinder the Black community from progressing, I saw no lies in that statement. Something doesn't add up there.
What's that got to do with Black Panther again?
Thanks to y'all, Umar Johnson, aka Killmonger, has a 3-hour review of Black Panther.
I wonder if anybody would dress up as him for Halloween.
How do you dress up like a coon for Halloween?
Wear your kente bow tie. And just start yelling at black women. My sister, you are beautiful, but you don't need to be wearing these clothes. You should be home with your king, fixing rotisserie chicken and frozen vegetables. And Hawaiian rolls, yeast rolls. No, never mind. Not the white bread. Go with rye is always on
Girl,
my side.
They had the conversation the other day again about periods for black women being unnatural. I was like, oh my God.
Who?
So I don't even want to deal with it right now. I can't even talk about it. Like, if y'all know what I'm talking about.
So my period is not real.
Yeah, it's basically that basically the reason why our cycles are so heavy is because of our diet and because of like the United States and pollution and shit, because your period is only supposed to be like an actual period, because that is exactly what nature intended. Like, the scientific term for a menstrual cycle is the word period, which is a small dot.
I mean, I wish it was that, but
they don't understand that period means like you're on for a period of time. They really think that that period is synonymous with like a little dot, like the punctuation. Like, it's the end of something. It's the end of like the egg. Like, I don't even know how to explain to people who don't understand human anatomy or anything about the woman's reproductive system. I'm pretty sure that dudes who think that periods are something that are controlled by diet.
That is funny.
I'm pretty sure they've never given a woman an orgasm. I'm almost.
Didn't they say that like
sure.
African women, when they got their period, they would stand in the Nile River?
Girl, I don't know. I mean, in some cultures back in the day, they made women go to different parts of the village or like in different areas to menstruate because they didn't have pads, you know. So they were basically separated from the men, but. Girl, they probably said, did they say the Nile had blood in it because of that? Like, that sounds like something that they would say.
Yeah, they was like, they would go in the Nile River and just sit in the Nile River for a little bit and then come out and they're good as new. The Nile River. It has to be the Nile River.
My queen.
Like, what happens when a hoteptress has her period with her hotep king?
She goes and eats, I don't know, she burns sage.
Well, she just waves the smoke around her vajayjay?
Probably.
Her cooter. Just like, shh.
Girl, I guess. I don't know.
Enough of these hoteps.
Speaking of fuck niggas still, though, what about DJ Envy?
He's a bitch.
First of all, I'm disappointed that so many people are still listening to the Buffoons Club. Like, how many more times do they have to fuck up for y'all to stop fucking with them? Like, I do not understand why people are still watching that show or listening to that show. The shit's toxic. The ignorance that they be saying on that motherfucker is toxic because people be buying into that bullshit.
And it kind of scares me. I'm going to just say this real quick. It's pretty fucked up for people who's coming into the radio industry or podcast industry. They get inspired by some bitch-made bullshit that they do.
Oh, my God. And
it really
can
is.
Hear it. Like, dog, men, okay, y'all.
Stop, men.
Dude, listening, I try my hardest to listen to podcasts that are just guys because I want to support. And I don't have a problem with that. You know, everybody has their truth. Everybody has shit. Like, we on here, we be talking about fuck niggas and dick and all type of stupid shit. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all be so, oh my God. Like, y'all just need to get a book. Like, get a, and these are the guys who call themselves quote unquote woke. Them niggas be sleep as fuck. I'm like, did he just, what? Huh? What?
Yeah.
What?
You can tell, like, I'm noticing in some of these podcasts or these not web series, but these YouTube videos that y'all kind of getting inspired by this DJ Envy, Charlemagne, or whoever else is popular now with this biting off Howard Stern, how he was doing back in the day, this shock jock bullshit.
And just
y'all
saying
sound like
ignorant
bitches.
Shit. Yes, just saying ignorant shit. Ignorant stuff.
Yeah. They really sound like, I don't give a fuck if it comes back on me. Y'all sound like bitches.
Bitches are pretty smart, though. So do they sound like bitches?
Bitch made. What about that?
Bitches are pretty
whiny.
Awesome. They sound like
whiny
fucking crybabies. Yeah. Not only that, but they sound stupid. Like, they just be sounding dumb. And I know to them, it's probably the same. You know, whatever. But DJ Envy, after cheating on his wife with Erica Mena,
oh God,
had the nerve, because he went on, and I would have never known about this had he have not blew this out of proportion. I think 50% of the people who know about it now would not have known. But DeSeuss and Mero, who have a podcast, the Bodega Boys, but they also have a show on Vice. It's a nightly show. It's like a 4 nights a week, Monday through Thursday. And they also put it on YouTube. I don't know if they load it every single day to YouTube, but I know that you can catch the episodes on their YouTube channel as well. And I think sometimes you can probably find them on Twitter. But they have a nightly show. They've been doing Bodega Boys for a while. It's been really, really popular. They're funny. They had a big presence on Black Twitter, like, for years. You know, a lot of viral tweets with the dog with the ski mask on.
Oh my God.
Like, everybody knows, like, these dudes. If you are part of the Twitter community, then you've come across more than 10 of their tweets that have went viral because they were funny as fuck. But they've been having Bodega Boys for a while, and they have that night show, and they had said something. They showed a clip because DJ Envy and his wife went on to The View, and they were talking about, you know, their relationship and all of that. And I guess the time that DJ Envy cheated on his wife, whatever. But his wife had said that she didn't know him, like the DJ Envy part of him. She only knew whatever his name is, Ernie, or whatever the fuck that nigga's name is. Like, whatever. I don't even know it. What do you know his real name? Wayne? Mark?
I don't know.
Yeah. But she was like, I didn't know DJ Envy. I only knew Arnold. And one of them made the comment, she knew that DJ Envy checked. And that was it. That was just a joke. They were just being silly. So they end up going on to the Breakfast Club like last week. Whatever.
Oh, Lord.
And DJ Envy was like, first he was saying, y'all owe me an explanation because what y'all said about my wife was disrespectful and she was upset about that. Okay, we apologize. It was a joke. But then he kept going on and on and on. Just like kept on. I mean, that was mad disrespectful. You shouldn't have said that. You can say anything you want to about me, but you never talk about my wife and kids. Whoop, 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 whoop. So they basically roasted him on their show and everybody saw it and it was fucking hilarious. The icing on the cake though, did you see what I put on Twitter?
Yes. Erica.
The icing on the cake is when Erica tweeted to them, Disu Samero. She added them on Twitter and said, see y'all soon. Everybody was just like the Obama meme where it has Obama in like a freestyle cipher and Hillary Clinton and them in the back going, oh, that's basically... It was like you could hear a Jamaican air horn after she tweeted that.
That's funny. That is funny.
Very, very, very funny.
Lord Jesus. Like you disrespected me. Like the way he was acting, you would thought he said like they said fuck your wife, she ain't shit or some shit like that.
Yeah, they roasted him.
Yeah, he got the big bird. I said big bird, Birdman meme.
Yeah.
They put his face on Birdman's body. Called him Big Bird. Goodness. But yet this nigga like keeps on. Somebody said that's nothing but guilt of why he reacted like that. Instead of like working on his marriage, improving it, and you know, continue to gain trust in his marriage, he took this shit out on two dudes who God, Jesus, ain't that some white shit, girl?
I was just like, wow.
When I first heard about this, I'm like, this is a stage. Like, you know, sometimes they do shit like that where it's staged on these radio shows and whatnot. And I'm like, this has to be staged. And then I was like, it probably isn't. Oh, goodness.
Ain't that crazy? So crazy. But that's just another fuck nigga who got what was coming to him.
God, we got a lot of fuck niggas this week.
Yeah, it's plenty of them. I mean, from the police to the fucking Austin city bomber. You got Tariq Nasheed. You got Umar Johnson. You got
Killmonger.
You got niggas out here violating the strippers and disrespecting them and thinking they can just do whatever to them just because they're strippers. Like, no, they're still people. DJ Envy just out here wilding out. Plus, it's not over because Erica's going to be on their show, so that's going to be hilarious. And I don't even watch either show, but the fact that this has gotten to this level, that would be like somebody roasting Charlemagne. I'm there for it. I'm completely there for it. Now, real quick, it's just been announced, and this is very, very sad. Thoughts and prayers for comfort and healing to Queen Latifah. She lost her mom today.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's sad.
Yeah, that's very sad. I know, that's sad. She had a brother that passed away a long time ago, didn't she?
Yeah, it was like right before she really
blew up,
hit it big in the rap, in her music world, which is why she wore a was it his necklace or something?
Key. She had a key.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's sad to hear.
I know.
Rita Owens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she had a heart condition. Oh, goodness.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yes. Condolences to you and the family. Oh, she had dealt with it for years.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother passed away today, so you wouldn't know this. Right. Okay. She struggled with a heart condition for many years, and her battle is now over. Okay. Oops, sorry, it's an ad, y'all. Don't y'all hate that? Goodness. Oh, congrats to oh gosh. Well, I know we talked about Cardi B already, but she's going to be on Saturday Night Live soon. So,
Oh, yeah.
her and Chadwick Boseman, aka Black Panther, will be on Saturday Night Live next month. So check that out. That seems like it's going to be great. And if you're in the New York area, I guess get your tickets. I don't know how they do that up there for Saturday Night Live. I think it's like a lottery or something. So if you're in the New York area, see if you can go get some tickets. Staying in that line.
What did you say, though, about the show? Why did you say you were just a little disappointed?
I actually would have preferred, like, Kendrick Lamar or Big KRIT. It just seems weird. Kind of like when they had Tiffany Haddish with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's just, it's not, you don't, like, Tiffany Haddish deserved, like, Rihanna, Beyonce, Cardi B. Like, that would have been better. Chadwick deserves Kendrick. He deserves... Like, I'm not saying that Cardi B is not a good artist and Chadwick's not a good artist. Like, Lindsay, is that what we're saying?
No, not at all. I'm just saying, like, the pairing of it is
off.
Weird.
Yes, because sometimes the musical
off.
guest still interacts with the cast, and
show.
And it's not that Cardi B wouldn't be good, because I'm sure she'll be phenomenal in whatever she does, but since Black Panther just came out and Kendrick Lamar kind of produced the soundtrack, it just seems like,
because I don't think he's on tour anymore, or I think he is actually getting ready for tour. So
I was gonna say they're doing a second
I
was gonna say he's doing a second one, but I don't know if it started or not yet.
He's probably busy. Like, I would have preferred, like, I would love to see Kendrick. Like, it will make more sense.
Yeah.
Because people are still listening to that damn album or soundtrack.
Yeah.
They're still listening to it.
Yeah.
And the Black Panther fever is still
It's still
big.
lit. Yeah. It passed the $1 billion mark, so it's still lit.
Yeah.
And
5 weeks number one, so.
And real quick, before we talk about KRIT, because you did bring that up, that was an excellent segue. Real quick, before we go in deep with Justin.
So nasty.
With Justin, before we talk about Justin, let's go ahead and real quick tell y'all, just in case you did not know, that you can pre-order Michelle Obama's new book that is coming out. It is called, isn't it called Being Michelle?
For my bitches. Yeah, it's called Being Michelle.
It is
when them niggas go low, we go high, as usual. Black women do it again. Cleaning shit up.
I hate. So the funny part is that a lot of y'all were dragging her picture. That girl.
It's not what art is.
Yeah, it's not. Black artists always got to do this, blah, 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 blah. Well, one little girl thought that the picture was pretty fucking awesome, and so have a whole bunch of other people. Her picture has been viewed by billions.
But y'all, that's not for me. Parker thought it was good. She thought it was a queen.
Parker thought it was amazing, and she's met the artist, and she's also been on Ellen, I want to say, and she's met Michelle Obama, and they danced and sung together and sat down and had a little conversation. So it's been really awesome. It kind of makes me upset that I didn't take my daughter to stand in front of the painting and snap a picture to put on Instagram. Because we could have did that. But big ups to Parker and her little red boots. She's an absolute little doll. And that's exactly like, that just speaks volumes, because everything that it looked like Parker was thinking and the little things that she has said is exactly why Michelle Obama picked the artist that she picked, and was part of what she said during the speech during the unveiling of the painting. So that was pretty cool. And I just wanted to say to all you haters out there, fuck y'all.
Bitches.
Yeah, but the book is called Becoming, and it is a memoir, and it is coming out November the 13th, and you can pre-order that. You can actually pre-order the iBook on iTunes, I want to say for $14.99. If you want to get the hardback, it's averaging about like between $23 to $30 for the hardback copy. I don't think that the paperback is going to be coming out yet. That usually follows like 6 months behind the hardback, something like that. But you can pre-order that, and it's called Becoming, November the 13th, 2018. I will have a copy, and we will be reading that and talking about that on the show. Because I hope she's going to be spilling tea. I hope one of the chapters is called, "Let me tell y'all bitches something."
That tan motherfucker, Bana, ain't shit. First of all, let's just get this nigga out the way. No. Matter of fact, let's get to the first nigga that pissed me off. Hillary Clinton. Talking about, ooh, you know she wanted to go in on her. You know she was clenching her teeth during that most recent election. Like, Barack. I could just tell. She was like, you know I don't like this bitch. You know I don't like her. I know, Michelle, I know, but it's either her or that ugly nigga. Oh my God, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And let me get into my daughter, the oldest one. Mm-hmm. Did you hear what she said? Like when they got nominated as the most influential teens.
What'd she say?
In her,
she said, yeah, she was like,
what?
She was like, they ain't interesting. I remember that. Yes, I do remember that.
For what? They ain't do shit.
I do remember that.
Oh, I cannot wait till we get to see the real auntie. And when her hubby Barack, he's gonna have his own Netflix show, I think, or maybe like a movie or something.
Well, it's them. Sure. It's both of, not just him, both of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were talking. It hasn't been confirmed, but they were talking about Michelle and Barack doing something on Netflix for a Netflix original series.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
I mean, if that means my Netflix has to go up to $11.99, I'm here for it.
Hell yeah, I'll watch it.
And somebody compared that to what was going on with Monique, but I digress. Because, like I said, I know that I'm going to look back on this show in maybe 10 years. No, because I've never said that Monique doesn't deserve whatever she wants. I'm just saying I ain't boycotting Netflix. That's all I've ever said. And she needs to chill because she ain't that funny to me. But that ain't got nothing to do. Whatever. Anyway.
My loves.
My love. Hey, my love. Big KRIT. We went to see Big KRIT. What day was that?
Hey, we got to see Big KRIT. Louisville was the first stop of his new tour. Heavy as the Crown, with our girl Jo, and behind us was Sean of Bowtown Podcast and his lady. We got to see KRIT. It was so exciting. It was really good. And before we get into KRIT, the first guy, Sci-Hi the Prince, check his shit out too, because he did really good.
Oh my God, Sci-Hi the Prince is the
I've never heard of him.
Yes, Joe, you had. We just didn't know. We didn't know that we heard of him. Be it. Yeah, we heard he was on he was on Lamborghini Mercy. Well, Mercy, and he was on Ridiculous. So you have heard him, because I was like, I ain't never heard of this nigga. And then those songs came on. I said, I'll be damned. I did not know that was him. So you have heard of
him. Yeah, but I didn't, like I stated before we started recording, I may hear these new artist songs, but not know who the artist is. Shit.
That's how I am, too.
Like, I don't know their names at all. Like, I just found out probably in the fall who SZA was. I'm like, oh, that's her. Okay. It was like after her album came out, and he was like, no, that's SZA. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. But our girl Joe was telling us about Sahad the Prince, because she got to listen to his interview. I forgot who he interviewed with, and talked about his background. He was a pastor's son, and he didn't get into rap music until the age of 16, which is very interesting. I would not have thought that, because he does a damn good job.
Oh my God. He's like, and this is like I told, like when we were sitting at the table, Sahad the Prince, he's from Atlanta or Georgia. I think it was Atlanta. He sounds like, and this is Jeezy Hive, don't get me, because I love Jeezy. I love young Jeezy. But he sounds like Jeezy if Jeezy had like a master's degree.
He does a damn good job.
He's like the polished Jeezy that can talk about more than just selling dope. And when he does talk about selling dope, it's in such a poetic way that you just like, yeah, nigga. And the nigga wears the cleric? Ain't that what those are called?
The relic?
No, a cleric, like the clerics, the collar that they wear, the preachers.
Oh yeah, he wears the white.
Yes, he
collar
wears.
thingy.
Yes, he wears those and like fanny packs and shit.
But for real, y'all, he's really great. He has his discography is really like, whoa, he did all of this. I didn't know. He's on good music. So like when you listen to his music, you will see, oh, okay, I can see kind of like some Kanye. Now when you think of Kanye songs, you're like, okay, I can see it now. Yeah, he did do a lot. And Joe was telling us that if like one word was in it that he put in Kanye's song, Kanye paid him a shit ton of money. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely cool.
Check out Sahad the Prince. And after Sahad came out, we got to see Justin Scott. Justin Scott. Oh, my God. Like, I didn't think I knew he, oh, God.
Big KRIT has got to be the most underrated rapper.
He is.
He has to be. Like, he has what? How many mixtapes that nigga got? Like 10?
A shit ton.
He has a shit ton of mixtapes, and all of them bang. Like, he's
consistent with. It's very hard to get a musician who's very consistent with their music, their albums. And I don't mean like a song is okay here and there. I mean every song, especially with his new double disc album, every song hits.
He's ridiculous. And he has to be the most underrated rapper. Like, I don't give a fuck. Him and Sahai. I mean, I think it's really good that they're on tour together, because they are both definitely underrated. And they both work with a lot of very influential people in the rap game. They both talk about emotional things that you don't really hear people address outright. Like KRIT on an album, I don't remember which album it was, but he made a song called Vent, I want to say. He talked about basic. It's just, if you hear this song, because like if you guys know or listen to Big KRIT, if you don't listen to Big KRIT, then let me tell you, when he raps, he also sings. He's like a blues. He's like a rapper blues singer, or
it's like he's from Mississippi, so yeah, Mississippi blues in there, baby.
He's very bluesy, and he sings, and his voice is not bad. His voice is not bad at all. But he sings a lot, and he talks about soulful shit. Like, he will be talking about he got 15s in the trunk, but then at the same time he talks about what he's feeling in his heart, things that are going on with his mind, things that are going on with his friends, how much he loves his family, his grandmother. He talks about so many things. Like, he talks about when he was dealing with depression and alcoholism and trying to get his life right. Like, all of these things that people need to talk about and they need to get out. And a lot of people do music because it's like a catharsis for them. It's cathartic for them. And he literally puts that shit out there. He's kind of like Kid Cudi, but way more relatable, in the sense that his music to me is more comforting. Like Kid Cudi's first album, how he talked about like what he was going through. KRIT's like that. And not saying that all of his albums are emotional, but he puts it all on the line on every single fucking album.
Mm-hmm. And especially again with the new one, you got the Big KRIT side,
and you got the Justin Scott side.
The Justin side. He
and
said that, of course, with the Big KRIT, I can give you the bangers. I can give you for your Chevy Caprice type music.
But then I'm going to give you this.
Side,
it's jazz and funk and blues,
gospel.
Oh my
Keep
God!
The devil off. Keep the devil off.
Keep the devil out. I was so happy that he ended with that, because remember I said I hope he does keep the devil off, bitch, because I be in the house shouting when that song come on. Do you hear me?
Yes, your mother's like,
especially when the clap.
Yeah, that
is my shit. But Big KRIT, I don't know if he's ever won like freshman artist or new artist of the year or best album of the year or best mixtape. I don't know if he's ever won any of those awards ever. Mm-hmm. But the nigga,
because he's so quiet. He's very quiet. He's a quiet personality. Like, dude, like he should be up there.
But he's a big personality.
Like, yeah, he is so sweet in his interviews. He's like a big teddy bear.
And he's so smart. And he's so fucking smart. And his teeth. Oh, my God. Bitch.
I was just looking at him during the performance. Y'all, also, we need to talk about the performance. But his performance was so good. Like, you can tell he was giving his heart. And I love that when artists do that. Like, it's like such a connection when you see them live.
It reminded me of when I saw Jay-Z when his maybe Blueprint 2 album. Mm-hmm. It was one of his, like maybe his fourth or fifth album. We saw him at the House of Blues in Atlanta. I think it was the House of Blues in Atlanta. Small, like it was like the Mercury Ballroom. Imagine seeing Jay-Z in a crowd that small. It was electric. Like you just, oh my God.
I think artists love it when a lot of these artists love it when it's smaller like that, because you get such good feedback from the crowd and you're like, damn. Versus
and
like a stadium or arena.
Mm-hmm. And you know that everybody there in such a small space are the people who really, really want to see you, because you had to get that ticket like quick. Mm-hmm. You know those people.
It's sold out.
And it's sold out quick. That was like the best $35 I ever spent in my life. And if he ever came back, I would see him again. Big KRIT is,
hell yeah.
He is like, I cannot say enough good things about him. He is probably the most underrated rapper to me. He's probably the most underrated. He's easily top 5. Easily. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Easily. All of these people out here who claim that they love Outkast so much. Y'all claim that y'all love UGK so much and you don't listen to Big KRIT. I don't know what you've been doing with your life if you don't listen to KRIT. Like, KRIT is the truth. Right now, he is working for Bun B. He actually is I think he said he's doing his management as far as like his, he's producing maybe his album, because Big KRIT is a producer too. That's another thing a lot of people don't know, is he not only writes, but he also produces. Like his album that he's on now, he used to be on Def Jam. He left Def Jam to go independent. He produced this album along with some other people. But the fact is that the nigga wrote and produced his own fucking album. People are not doing that anymore.
Nope. They think when they see a label, I'm like, you giving up your freedom. Even though they may throw this type of money at you, they want a deadline and you better sell. They want singles. It's single driven.
Yep.
You may want to be like, but I'm an artist. Like, I really want to put who I am on this. Honey, we about singles now. But with going independent, if you're able to do it, look what he created. Like, this is his first album, right? Since going independent, correct?
Yes. And he produced this one himself.
Yeah. And it took, 2 years?
Yep, it took 2 years.
Time.
Yep.
Forever's a mighty long time.
Forever is a mighty...
He said he did like 12 takes on the Keep the Devil Off.
Keep the Devil Off is like, if y'all love music, regardless of if you just like our rap music is cool, but you really love music and how music speaks to your soul, if music is therapeutic for you in any type of way, I urge you to listen to the Justin Scott side of the album, but then definitely listen to Keep the Devil Off, because you will be like, that song just gives me life. It's just like so powerful.
That one, Mixed Messages, he performed that one.
Oh, nigga, Mixed Messages. Do you not know that song like makes me feel like I could cry from it, because it's just like, yeah, like that is the internal struggle I think that a lot of artists go through. So, Lindsay, tell them what he's talking about in Mixed Messages.
So in Mixed Messages, it's like you get the Big KRIT and the Justin Scott in one song. Even though it's a double album, it's like that in one song. I got a whole lot of mixed messages. Like how it's hard. I'm pretty staying faithful to your loved ones, your family, your boyfriend or girlfriend, staying faithful to them when you get a lot of temptation from drugs, money, alcohol, people who want to take advantage of you. She's like, no, that's not me. That's not who I really am. But this whole facade that the industry wants you to put on, it's not you. So you're like, oh. That's what, to me, what I think Mixed Messages is about.
It is definitely KRIT and Justin all in the same song. I mean, he basically just goes back and forth about mixed messages. He says, I got a whole lot of mixed messages in my song. Am I wrong to feel this way? Then he says, revolutionary, although I'm free, I got me a lover, but I still want to cheat. I want to be saved, but it's fuck the police.
Fuck the police.
Don't want to be here, but I'm too scared to leave. Like, that is my shit. And oh my God, like I cannot speak highly enough, I think, of this man. He's the truth. He's lyrically, his production is the shit. Like the concepts of his albums, they always are cohesive. They are the albums that you can listen to from front to back, like, and just completely vibe the fuck out to them. Like if you grew up on UGK, if you grew up on Outkast, if you grew up on like the real trap music, not what they're calling trap today, then you would fucking love Big KRIT.
Yeah. Like, and I'm still shocked he hasn't performed with Outkast yet.
Oh my God. What? Not that
he
we've
said
seen.
That's his dream.
He's never performed with them at all.
No, because he was just in a recent interview. Like, well, he was on Desus and Mero. They said, "Who do you want to perform with?" He was like, "Outkast." Who's your dream performer? He said, "Outkast."
Could you imagine him and Big Boy on the stage together? Bitch.
And I said that at the concert.
Him and Big, like, he is Big Boy. He is fucking, him and Big Boy, that's like his son. It has to be. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You cannot tell me. He is Big Boy's son, but rapping Andre and Big Boy's lyrics together, like combined. Like, you cannot tell me.
Studied this.
He studied.
And it's like combined. You can tell he studied the down south. We talking 90s.
David Banner. Like, yeah, like all the Atlanta, the South,
real
the Southern greats. Nigga, even your boy, Slim Thug, like all of those niggas.
Houston, Atlanta, Mississippi. He studied those three.
8 Ball, MJG, all of that. He is like,
said it.
But he is on a whole nother level than all of them, because as great as UGK was, as great as 8 Ball was, as great as Master P and all of them were, as great as Outkast was, KRIT is on a whole level of his own. Like, he's on a whole playing field by himself. He's just like, if all of them could make like if they all put their DNA into a test tube, it would be Justin Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, oh my God, I just want him and Outkast to like do a performance together. Like, that's be the
yes. Pimp C, his song. Oh my God, like,
oh yeah, do you really want to ride?
Yeah, you really need a ride with me. Girl, we out here on the grind.
I want to get a Chevy Caprice. I need to date a nigga with a Chevy Caprice so we can just listen to KRIT.
Nigga, I'm telling y'all need to, if y'all are not into Big Crit, please, like, as soon as this podcast is over, go listen to Forever's a Mighty Long Time. And if you like that, which I'm sure you will, then go back and listen to all his other shit, because it's just as fucking good. It's just as good. But let me say this one piece of critique. I just want to have this one. I have one critique.
Oh God,
of Justin.
Okay,
it's the one bad thing that you'll ever hear me say about him, besides the fact that I hate that he has a girlfriend.
What is it?
The fucking 1999 video is terrible. It's like he went.
It didn't seem like him.
Where did those girls come from?
I was like, this doesn't seem like him.
It wasn't a big booty.
Back that ass up like it was 1999.
And this is not to body shame anybody, but if you're gonna make a song called "Back That Ass Up" like it's 1999 and say that she if ass clap, if what do you say, if ass clapping was a college course and she would graduate, something like that. Anyway, the point is, you can't have lyrics like that and then have girls who look like Aaliyah in your video.
Back that ass up like it's 1999.
Back that ass up like it's 1999.
Like, I'm expecting like The Way You Move, the women from The Way You Move video. Like, what's old girl?
I'm expecting her from the way you. I Like the Way You Move video. Exactly. You go get you a thick red bone chocolate country girl. Just got done eating a chicken wing. Just got done eating a chicken wing.
I mean, real, not the injection.
No, we need real thick,
big booty.
Like, you go get you a cornbread country girl with some Dukes on. If y'all talk about 1999, like, they literally look like the At Your Best You I Love video. I was like, what in the fuck is going on in this video?
At your best.
Back that ass up like it's 1999. Why does Lloyd always sound like he got spit in his throat? Sucking titties, eating pussy. I was like, oh, Lloyd, it's too much.
Then he said, and I'm gonna eat your toes too. That's my.
I was like,
sucking on your toes. I was like, wait, hold up.
Wait, nigga.
Sucking on my toes too?
And my you doing all that and the toes?
Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Keep the pinky toe.
That would be my one critique, is that video was trash.
I thought you was gonna say that like you was pissed off at Joe still.
At Joe?
Cause she got to touch his hand.
Bitch, no. I am mad about that, but that's for another time, because I can't talk about it. Like, I'm still sore about that. My feelings are still sore about that. Girl, we out here on the grind, and you need to wanna ride with me.
I think he looked at me.
I think he kept looking at me.
He's like, hey, who's the one that wants to see my dick?
Was it you?
Oh, turn it off. I see somebody said they want to see my dick. And then he had the meet and greet in the bathroom, and you was like, what kind of meet and greet is this?
What is this going on here?
I'm here, Daddy.
That is my God. So funny.
Oh, gosh. Damn you, Joe. He has some nice arms and tats, I can tell you that. And he thrust, he said, and I was like, yeah. I was like, go on, Zaddy. Oh, Lord. But y'all, if you ever get a chance, like if he comes to your city or Side the Prince, please, for real, check them out. They are great entertainers, musicians, artists. They put their foot in the industry, for real.
What'd you say?
Anything else you got, Lish?
Mm-mm.
I'm seeing Big Crit.
No, I just want to. I just want to see him nude. Can you hear me?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to see him nude so I can make sure my fandom is deserved.
It's probably pictures on Lipstick Alley. Shit.
You think the aunties on the alley got it?
I can check for you.
Young bitch, you really need a ride with me.
They's always like, I knew his mother, and she. And
Hey.
I used to watch him when he was 14.
Hey, the women on Lipstick Alley have been on there since the 90s.
Oh my God.
Back that ass
Like,
up
it is
like
funny.
It's 1999.
Back that ass up like it's 1999.
But yeah, we just had to do. We need to do a big KRIT appreciation show because, like, I just cannot say enough how amazing he is as a rapper. Like, his rap style, his flow, everything is just. It's on another level. He sounds like he's from Mississippi, but Mississippi and Atlanta rappers sound the same to me, honestly. But you can tell, like Lindsay said, that he studied the greats of the South. Like, you can just tell he pays homage to them in a lot of different songs. He's amazing. Girl, you're working with some mash, yeah.
I feel like this is you writing on Lipstick Alley.
What does it say?
Who the fuck does this girl think she is?
Are they talking about the girl in the video?
Nah, his woman.
Oh, yeah. Who does she think she
She ain't
is?
all that.
She alright, but she ain't real.
How tall is Big KRIT in person?
He looks like he's about
tall,
6 foot or so.
Yeah.
I
You
could
know
be
these
wrong.
old women. The questions they ask us, anybody seen him? Oh my. Oh my. This is funny. It sounds like old women.
It probably is. It's probably aunts.
Somebody from here posted, from Louisville posted in here. Ooh-wee. Yep, somebody from Louisville posted a video from the concert.
What did they posted on Lipstick Alley?
Yeah, it's on Lipstick Alley. I'm looking at it now. Oh, he was that close. Look at him going, KRIT. Because I saw somebody with an Omega Sci-Fi toboggan on. And I was like, what the hell? But yeah, again, guys, go check them out. Check out their music. Check out their tour if you're able to. What else? I know you want to see him naked, Lish. I know.
I do.
Well.
But no, I don't have any. I don't have anything else, Lynn Dog. You?
No. Stay black. Stay greased up. You never know when it's time to fuck somebody up. Don't be a bitch. You know, on Twitter or Instagram. Yeah. That's all I got. Oh yeah, check out our. Go on.
I was gonna say I don't have anything that prolific.
That prolific.
Go ahead and finish what you was gonna say.
Okay, thank y'all so much for listening. We really appreciate it. And please comment on our Instagram, comment on our website, comment on our Facebook, Twitter. Reach out to us. We really would love to talk to y'all. And yeah, just let us know what y'all think of the show, what y'all think of the site, the blog post. When somebody posts an article, if it's Lish or me, mainly Lish, she posts an article up, interact. We really do. We're getting better at that. So yes, please check out our social media pages. We got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We got our website at unscriptedcast.com. And what else do we have? You have anything else? LinkedIn?
Did you say 4chan?
LinkedIn, not 4chan. Oh my God.
I was going to say, no, we are not on 4chan yet. No, we got Twitter. We have Instagram. We have Facebook, and then email unscriptedky@gmail.com, and then of course unscriptedcast.com. But that's it. And then we're going to have a special coming up soon where we're talking about one of the baddest bitches out here in the world.
Me.
Yes. But in addition to you, we're also going to be talking about one of our mentors.
Me?
Besides you.
Who?
Bitch, who were we just playing, and what did we spend time talking about and watching today?
Ina Garten, the
Yes.
barefoot Contessa,
AKA the second baddest bitch in the culinary game.
You know y'all watch her and her bougie ass.
I love Ina Garten, and I cannot wait to share our love with her with the world so that everybody can just really, and I hope that people who didn't watch at first will start to watch based on our feedback. We're going to be reviewing or recapping. I don't even know what you would call it when you talk about a cooking show. Is that called like a recap? Or just breaking them down? What the fuck do you call those?
We could break them down.
Yeah, okay, we'll break them down like Mariah Carey. We might even try to do a couple of her recipes, but we will have to take out a small business loan to do that.
Oh yeah, y'all, we gotta get the good shit apparently to her. We gotta get good vanilla. We gotta get good sour cream. We have to get good mustard. Cause
we gotta get good gorgonzola.
Argentinian Parmesan, fig
and
leaves.
Different kind of Galilean cantaloupes and shit. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Did you see all the types of lettuce she had?
Bitch, I got one lettuce.
I just know arugula, romaine, baby lettuce, and iceberg. She had like 8 different types.
I cannot wait to start talking about this show.
And she had some big ass bundles of parsley. I was like,
she keeps fresh herbs on the counter. She keeps fresh herbs on the counter. Like 25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir. She keeps 25 bushels of herbs.
Not the ones you want, but
no, but she does give you some good tips to cutting up herbs that may come in handy for your weed. So check us out. We're going to start talking about Ina Garten, the barefoot Contessa. We'll start breaking that down, and that is going to be on our podcast feed, as well as the other podcasts. So you guys will be getting that soon, like within the next couple of weeks. And next week we will be breaking down the Ayanla Fix My Life episode with the brothers, the 7 or 5 brothers.
Yes, you guys check that out on. You can watch it on YouTube, or if you have the OWN network, you can watch it. It's regarding the Mitchell brothers, 7 brothers and 1 sister. They're
Mitchell brothers. That is from Ayanla Fix My Life. The first half came on last week. The second half comes on this week. So we'll be talking about it next week. So buckle your seatbelts up. And then we'll also talk about our complicated relationship that we have with Ayanla as well.
Yeah, it's a lot. So y'all might need some wine.
Absolutely. That would be a good wine episode. Very good wine episode. Absolutely. So,
and like time to reflect.
Right. On your life. You are absolutely right. I hate you so much.
To take our ass to bed. It's time.
You're such an ass. All right, guys.
I'm probably gonna go to bed.
Thank y'all so much for listening to the show, because Lindsay needs to take a nap.
Nah, I took a nap before we recorded, so I'm probably gonna be up.
Damn it.
I know.
Well, I'm about
to
read my book and then go to sleep. So y'all, thank y'all so much for listening to the show.
How to get niggas. She's like, ooh.
We will talk to y'all next week. Peace out, niggas.
Bye.